in today's lesson, we're going to solve a problem. And the problem is this. You got some shapes in front of you. Can you just take a look at them with your partners? And what kind of shapes do you see? You see triangles, and you see a square. You see squares. All right. In today's lesson, we are going to make one shape using exactly 3 of those squares and 2 of those triangles. Do you think it's possible?
Yeah.
All right, go on.
You could do another one.
Sorry to interrupt you. So is it possible? Is it possible? And do you think the shape that you make is the same one as the one that the other groups made? No? Really? But even though they are different, is there something that you can say about them that they are alike? Are they alike in any way? Talk to your friends for a minute. Alright, sorry to interrupt you. So, in what ways are they alike, even though they are kind of different from each other?
They got the same area.
They got the same area. Is that right? Yeah. How do you know they got the same area?
Because you're using the same shapes.
Because you need the same shape?
Yeah, you're using the same shapes.
Oh, you're using the same shapes.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Just using the same shapes, the area would be the same?
Yeah.
Anyone else? How else do we know the area is the same?
Because we are all using 3 squares and 2 triangles.
The same number of shapes, the same shapes, in particular 3 squares and 2 triangles? Yes, go on.
They have the same amount of sides and angles.
Is that right? They got the same number of sides? We don't all agree on that. Is it true that the shapes that you make all have the same number of sides?
Yeah.
Talk to your friends for half a minute.
Any shape you make is
Alright, sorry to interrupt you. Is it true that the different shapes are alike because they have the same number of sides? For example, any group made a shape that 4-sided? So how many sides does the shape have?
10.
10? Anyone else have a?
12.
12. Oh, so it's possible that the number of sides are different? Oh, okay. So that's a difference. So how are they different? They are different shapes, and sometimes they have different number of sides. How are they alike? Some of you say they have the same area, and you give some explanation. Anyone else can explain why the different shapes have the same area? What do you mean when the shapes have different area or the same area?
They have the same amount of shapes in it. So it has 3 squares and 2 triangles. So it's everyone has 3 squares and 2 triangles in it, so they all have the same area.
All right. Anyone else? So what if I want to make a shape that has a smaller area? What should I do? Can you talk to your friends for a minute?
No, you can take one of the shapes away.
All right. Sorry to interrupt you. By the way, the shape that you make, is it has a bigger area than this? For sure?
Yeah.
How many times?
5.
We don't agree. I hear 3, I hear 4, I hear 5.
3 times.
How many times, I wonder?
No,
4 times? Is it really 4 times as big as the shape that you make? I mean, the shape that you make is 4 times as big as this one?
Yes.
Not 3?
No.
Not 5?
No.
Why 4 times?
Because we're using the square tiles. That means say this,
Yeah.
and because we add 3 on, it's 4 times as much because it's just that, and then add these 2 triangles and these 2 squares, and then it makes 4 times as much as just a single one of these.
Okay. Anyone else would like to add to that? Yes, please.
Because we use the triangles to make a square, so there's 4 squares, so there's 4 times this.
Okay. Anyone else? The rest had the same ideas? Okay. All right.